In this tutorial, we'll look at the basic definition of a fallacy. Here's a very general definition of a fallacy. A fallacy is an argument of a type that is generally recognized to be bad. So, first and foremost, a fallacy is a bad argument. But not every bad argument should be labeled a fallacy. What makes it a fallacy is that the argument has certain general features that allow you to characterize it as a type, and it is these general features that are responsible for the argument being bad.
I would dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-dairy if I only had a brain.
This fallacy is often categorized as a fallacy of relevance because the attacks made on the weak straw figure are irrelevant to judging the actual strengths and weaknesses of the original argument. And this is correct, but I prefer to think of it as a violation of the rules of rational argumentation, especially when it involves knowingly and willfully misrepresenting an argument. When someone is willing to do this, they're no longer playing by the rules. They're more concerned with the appearance of winning than with argumentation itself. Jennifer has just finished giving her argument against mandatory prayer in public schools. Let's assume that her argument focused on separation of church and state and the First Amendment, and the importance of respecting religious diversity in a multicultural society. Now Bob responds like this: "It's clear from your argument that you're really advocating for atheism. But we've seen what state-sanctioned atheism does to societies. Look at Russia under Stalin, or China under Mao. Is that what you want for this country? The suppression of religious freedom and the replacement of God by an omnipotent state?" It's clear that Bob isn't responding to Jennifer's original argument. He's responding to a distorted misrepresentation of it.
I think we need to start regulating genetically modified food because we don't have enough scientific evidence about its effect on human health.
Gosh, Camilla. If we take away the farmers' right to genetically modify food, millions of people will starve, and I am certainly against people starving. I don't know how you can say people should starve. That's really mean.
Leroy. You idiot. You have just committed the Strawman fallacy. I did not argue people should starve. I argued that scientific evidence is insufficient to judge the safety of genetically modified food for humans.
Sorry. That was really stupid of me. I won't do it again.
Michael, part of the problem is that you spend way too much time playing video games. I've told you that you need to spend less time on them. If you can't regulate your time, then I may have to take them away completely during the week.
Oh my goodness, Mom. I get my work done. You want me to just get rid of my Xbox and sit in my room and read books all day?
No, Michael, that is a straw man. I never said that at all. I said you need to moderate your use of video games and devote more time to your studies during the week. Stick to the argument and stop trying to say that I said something that I never said.
But I am troubled about something.
What about, friend?
I am becoming depressed because of all the fat people I see everywhere I look.
Why does that make you sad?
Because they don't do anything. They just sit there and do nothing.
What do you mean?
I mean they don't do anything.
But fat people contribute to our society in many ways.
How so?
Well, they make excellent trampolines, for example.
Are you suggesting that the only use for fat people is to use them to repeatedly propel a person in the air by that person repeatedly forcing their dirty feet into a fat person's face and belly?
That is not what I'm saying at all. You are committing the classic Strawman fallacy.
So, Governor Palin, people have questioned your credibility because your teenage daughter is pregnant. What do you have to say to that?
Well, Larry, my critics believe that all mothers of pregnant teenagers are bad. They think that we have not done our job as mothers properly. Well, I have been a great mother. So those critics are wrong.
Good evening, America. Welcome to the presidential debate. Governor Romney, you may begin the debate with your response to President Obama's healthcare policy.
Mr. President, I simply do not see how your Obamacare policy is going to help America. Simply denying the Americans medical treatment is unethical and doesn't benefit anybody.
Governor Romney, you are incorrect. I want to get low-cost affordable healthcare for all Americans. You have disproven a claim which I have not made. That is a strawman fallacy.